the new participant. Hi.
Hi, Lucy. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Sebastian. How are you doing today?
Great, great.
Okay.
Uh,
Can you briefly tell us about your expertise, your skills, and whatever you're trying to sell on Upwork?
okay, I am a front-end and mobile developer.
Mm-hmm.
I have 4 years experience in that field, mainly in e-commerce and digital marketing.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm trying to sell in Upwork, I think websites and mobile apps, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just getting started doing with this program, so I'm just yet to discover that.
Okay. Awesome. All right. So, when it comes to e-commerce, I'll tell you right now, it's like super demanded. So when you start thinking about your specialization, I mean, a clear niche focus, which we recommend very much right now on Upwork because the competition is tough in every service category and not trying to frighten you, but to direct you to think about some focus. And the niche focus really works well right now on Upwork. So e-commerce is like right now a very demanded niche. And I recommend when you do your research, the job search, the keyword research, etc., when starting your profile, really pay attention to e-commerce jobs. To the when the client is an e-commerce client, pay attention on Shopify websites if you have such expertise. If you don't have, I recommend you try to do it. So mostly Shopify is very, very demanded, and all the services that come with Shopify are demanded. In other words, the development, the design, the digital marketing, everything that comes with Shopify is very demanded right now, which we can conclude is a really great niche. And in your front end development, it can be a great niche focus as well. So when you start doing your search, job search, and all the research, I really recommend you to concentrate on this niche.
Great, thank you. Great. Yeah, I was planning on learning some Shopify because that's not my main
Mhm.
experience. I've been focused on custom development.
Mhm. Yeah,
So yeah, that's great.
yeah, that's great. So we have some research templates posted there in the community that you can use for the advanced keyword research. Because when you are trying to find your focus, you need to define the keywords you're targeting. And they are usually connected with your target audience, right? So you need to find your target keywords referring to your target audience so that you build your profile strategically once you start. So you can do this shortcut and start with strategically optimized profile, not just putting their information. ChatGPT can give you like I'm reading like hundreds of profiles when doing some competitor research, for example, and many of the profiles sounds like this is the same information, and like many of them sound like ChatGPT. I know exactly this is an AI written thing. So you can, with this advanced keyword research, you can do the shortcut and go to some specific niche focus and to find out what is your ideal client looking for. And we have some materials on finding your ideal client as well. So I really recommend you check that because you're just starting on the platform. So make sure you use these materials so that you build your profile strategically. Okay, not just do some generic things.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Okay, and
Well,
of course, keep us in the loop. Whatever you're doing, the questions, the difficulties you have, we're here to support you. You are welcome to be active in the community, to post your findings, can, bring the research results you've done and simply ask your questions. Okay?
okay, got it.
Okay, guys. Do you think we should wait a little more for others to come, or we should start? Hi everyone. Hi George, Manuel, Carlos, Tanya. Hi everyone, guys. Okay. Yeah, I think we should start. All right. Carlos is saying early bird gets the worm. Yeah, totally agree. Okay. So guys, today, like taking into account the questions asked during the last session, the questions in the community, I decided this is the right time we speak about job success score. And yeah, several of you are new on the platform, and this may sound like maybe it could be too much, but I'll try to like simplify everything because uh, you're building your profile, you're putting there like manually information about yourself. You're filling out your profile the way you want, right? You can put there anything you want, and basically no one can check this, right? Other than the verifications you are adding to your profile, no one can check if the information about yourself is like genuine, it is true or not. Okay, but the job success score is something that is generated by the system. And it is generated from the reviews of your clients. The public reviews, the star rating, everyone can see on your profile. And with the private reviews, this 0 to 10 rating you can get privately from your client. And why is this important to know and to speak about even when you are just starting? Because the most important thing that promotes your profile, that makes your profile visible, that helps you get invitations, and eventually is creating the credibility of your profile is your job success score. So basically, it describes the overall client satisfaction, the overall satisfaction level of your clients, and it has several components. Guys, if it's like complicated or you have questions, please just interrupt me and ask questions right away, okay? No worries, you can stop me whenever you need that. Okay. So since I already have, and we're gonna check this with my profile, since I already have many completed contracts there, you can see the breakdown on the profile. So here it is. Okay, so I opened the job score, the score insights part, and it like I think it's been 1 year they opened up the job success score breakdown. This was a closed information and no one would really tell you how it is calculated. It still has some hidden parts, it will always have, but right now they're more open about telling how they calculate the score. So let's check out all the components of job success score and how they impact actually the job. So first of all, the requirements. It says that you need to work with 2 different clients and you need to complete 2 eligible jobs in 24 months. So let's start with eligible and with ineligible jobs. So here you can see eligible jobs. See, all of them have a rating. So all of them have a review. And here you can see ineligible jobs. And all of them doesn't have a review. Okay. So the conclusion here is when you are completing the job on Upwork and you do not get a rating, it doesn't have an impact on your job success score, and actually it doesn't have an impact at all on your profile. But let's say completing the job and getting a review always has some impact in your profile visibility. When you are just ending the contract with a review, you start feeling that you're getting more invitations, more profile use, kind of more activity around your profile. But if it ends without a review, it almost no change is noticed. So there are eligible contracts and ineligible contracts which doesn't have a review. But let's get back to job success score component parts. And the first one is the client satisfaction. And it says that there are three components that shape client satisfaction. You must consistently receive positive feedback on these three components. And here it is, the public feedback, viewable as star ratings, the private feedback, not publicly viewable, which is 0 to 10 rating of how much your client would recommend you to other clients. And this is quite different from the star rating because the star rating actually checks like several aspects of your work. For example, the quality of your work, your availability, your communication, etc. So these are some separate components of your work, of the quality of overall work, the level of overall satisfaction. But the private feedback is asking one simple question. How would you recommend this freelancer to other clients? So this is kind of a maybe it sounds like this is one question, right? But it really evaluates the overall satisfaction of your client. If maybe something a deadline, you missed some deadline, but your client still was satisfied, they would recommend you. Okay. And the contract ending reason, there are several reasons for ending contract. So in order to for a positive impact on your job success score, your client should select the project was completed successfully. This is the only ending reason that make the job success higher or stay the same if it's 100%. So this is the client satisfaction part, and we'll get back to this later. And guys, I'm reminding you that we had sessions about setting clear expectations, clear client expectation, and also ensuring this 100% client satisfaction. Both of these sessions are very useful for this because only the client satisfaction keeps your profile visible and keeps your Upwork business sustainable. Other than that, I don't know any other factor keeping your business on Upwork so stable and your source of income so stable. So really concentrate on client satisfaction, and I recommend you check these sessions from time to time. Long-term relationships. So on Upwork, the long-term relationships are evaluated very well because they they say this means that your clients are satisfied and they're happy to keep a long-term relationship with you. And I think it's logical, quite simple to understand, right? If someone is dissatisfied, they will leave you as soon as possible. But if they are staying with you for a long time and you have this long relationship, then they are really satisfied. You are doing just great with your work and communication and everything. Let's read what they're saying. A relationship qualifies as long-term if a client's last payment is made more than 90 days after their first payment. For ongoing jobs or jobs without feedback, long-term relationships are rewarded in the place of positive feedback left by a client. And it says, for example, if a client's first payment was January 1st and their most recent payment was April 1, 90 days later, then all ongoing and completed jobs with that client are considered successful. I wanted, higher earnings part. and they're not mentioning here, guys, but long-term contracts actually have more impact on the job success score. So if you, for example, end up receiving a poor feedback on a contract that lasted 1 month, it'll result like less. It'll impact less the job success score than a contract that is like 4 month has 4 month of duration. And the same comes with higher earnings, and they consider the contract up to $250 as one job, and 251 to 1,000, it is 1.25 jobs. So you can already imagine that like every job in the job success calculation has its weight. They have a specific weight in the calculation, and the more the contract earnings, the bigger is the impact on the job success score. Yeah, and then 1,001 and plus, it is 1.5 jobs. So higher earnings, higher impact on the job success score. It feels like it is good that higher jobs impact job success or more than the jobs with less earnings, but sometimes it's quite dangerous because if you get